that half. So it's going to be different for the Raleigh Firebirds to really kind of, can they keep that momentum going? Can they say, you know what, everything worked perfectly for us really in the first quarter, late and beginning of the second quarter, but things started unraveling late in the second quarter. You got to get back to using the big man down low. We saw Caleb Stewart come in off the bench, have 5 blocks. Also has 5 rebounds in the game as well, so he's almost averaging a double-double on the defensive thing. So if you keep using your bigs to your advantage, and Caleb Stewart, Darius Leonard, and then taking the guards and then driving, pushing them away, it's going to be a different ballgame.
As it stands at halftime, it is currently 63-58 at the half. The Chick-fil-A halftime report rolls along here inside the Word of God Christian Academy Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina, the home of NBA All-Star John Wall. Kenny's in the house. Kenny, hey, Kenny, come here. I'll put you on here real quick. Come here. He's been doing some of the PA work. He followed us on the road yesterday. Kenny, what do you think of this team here tonight? Totally different than on the road last weekend when we were there in Indy and in Owensboro.
Yeah, it was they had a lot of work to do. Hopefully we can improve on our offense, pushing the ball up the floor. Talking on defense is also a good one too. I don't know about you guys, but when you talk on defense wins games.
That's right. Defense does win games.
Football
Tear the fence down.
Shout out to Wes and Trey, the best CRN sports broadcasters in the game.
Hey, so are you liking doing PA? Because you're the newbie. We're hearing you a time or two in our headsets during the during the game.
I feel like I got a frog in my throat. I feel like I can't swallow.
I got you. You ready for the second half?
Ready for the second half, baby. Gonna make it happen.
So give us your best PA.
This is the Raleigh Firebirds.
This is your Raleigh Firebirds.
That was good.
Kenny, you're the man. Thank you, buddy.
All right, I appreciate it. CRN in the building.
Get a picture of us, brother, while you're at it. Kenny's the man. He's doing a phenomenal job. We are at halftime. We are going to take a quick radio timeout. It is 63-58 at the half. They're up by 5. This is Firebirds basketball on CRN. Stand by.
The Raleigh Firebirds are brought to you by Symmetry Financial, Chick-fil-A, Roof Wise, York, Burbank, and North Carolina Biotechnology Center, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scout Free, in loving memory of Scott Gruder, Golden Crowd Buffet and Grill, and Kitty Care Academy.
It's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Raleigh Firebirds, along with my colleague and partner, Trey Stein.
I'm here when you see, man.
Let me tell you about the Firebirds. The success that they're enjoying as a basketball
What do you think?
sustainable local market is
Digging it.
the best franchises are instantly integrated with actual community goals. Not just popular causes. The Firebirds stand for STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math education. Cross-century requires astounding levels of education, but many of our young people are not exposed to these fields in a way that engages our aspirations and imagination. We are committed to leveraging the powers of the practice of sport to promote earlier engagement with STEM. Firebirds have partnered with Wake County Schools to host a CRN games for the purpose of reaching
I would have wrote it in. My handwriting's terrible.
This is a vehicle.
They probably wouldn't have been able to read it.
Tremendous education content. While there are many things, it is still important to advance these. The Firebirds will stand for STEM. Find more details at RaleighFirebirds.net.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back inside the Word of God Christian Academy Arena. Wesley Outland, Daniel Moore. Daniel, I'm going to throw it back to you. I know you're on the sidelines. You've been covering the action here for us on CRN, but what is your take of how fast-paced both teams have been on offense and defense today?
Well, I think, looking at how Tampa Bay played against Gulf Coast last week, I knew they were going to play fast-paced, and then the same for the Firebirds. So, I mean, it's been like we expected. It's been a really fast-paced game, and that's what we expected to see, and I think that's kind of what the fans like to see as well. So I think everybody's getting a pretty good treat tonight.
And I think as it stands right now at the half, again, the Firebirds up here at Raleigh leading 63-58. Playing great basketball. I know we called the games, or Trace Knight and I did, from Indianapolis and Owensboro last weekend for CRN. You watched the film, you've studied analysis, stats, and whatnot. This is a totally different team. Don't trust the paper.
Right.
Bottom line, these teams are so evenly matched, but there's such a different atmosphere, vibe by the Raleigh Firebirds here tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Definitely a completely different Raleigh team than we saw last weekend. I think they were just trying to get their P's and Q's together and kind of get their chemistry going. And now they've kind of got that a little bit of chemistry going, and so I think we're going to start to see this team really start coming together and really see what this team is capable of now.
Well, I know you're getting ready to catch Lazarus Sims as he gets ready to come out of the locker room, the head coach for the Tampa Bay Titans. You've already talked to DeMarcus Oliver and got his thoughts, and Kenny's the man. Thank you, Kenny. PA announcer coming in and chiming with us on the broadcast, and he's going to give us some shout-outs on the PA for our network. But go ahead and grab Lazarus Sims, Coach Lazarus Sims of the Tampa Bay Titans, and we'll be back with you for the second half. All right. Okay, so we are getting ready to Trey, look at stats and reports of the first half of the game. I think it's coming up here. They're still working on it with the first half stats of the game. I think they're still working on typing all that stuff up, but you got your own stuff in front of you. Trey Stein, what are we going to see? What do you think we're going to see for the second half of the game different on both the sides of the Titans and the Firebirds?
I don't think we're going to see anything different because I think whatever they were doing worked for both sides.
Yes.
So I don't want the Raleigh Firebirds to come out and have a completely different game plan because we've seen it work. And so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting. Only a couple minutes before we get into the second half. I don't want them changing anything, to be honest with you.
And as it stands right now, we go to the locker room at the half, 63-58. And our CRN's Daniel Moore is caught up with the head coach of the Tampa Bay Titans, Lazarus Sims.
All right, I'm here with Coach Sims. Coach, what did you see in the first half that you want to continue to see throughout the rest of the game?
Tempo. I want to see our guys keep the tempo up offensive, defensively. I just want to see them keep pressure on both sides of the ball. We do that and work together and move the ball and attack, and we'll get to the free throw line or we'll get shots.
All right, Coach. And then is there anybody specifically you want to see step up in the second half to see if you can get this team a win?
No, it's a collective effort, not one person.
I agree. Collective effort as always. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you very much. Daniel Moore catching up with the head coach, Lazarus Sims. And now we have our official stats of the first half, 63-56. They're saying 56, but it's actually 58 at the half. And, wow, what a game so far. Trey Stein, awesome statistics here.
I mean, let's kind of give Jamal McAllister has stepped up tremendously. He has 15 points in the first quarter. And then Kenny Collins comes in with 12 points. You remember that in Indianapolis, I guess, in the Express had 5 points going into the fourth quarter. And then in the end of the ball game, he had 21. And so terrific job by these guys to really make a difference. And also Darius Leonard playing big time down low has 9 rebounds and 12 points of his own. So almost a double-double already in the first half. On the other end of the court, in the away team with the Tampa Bay Titans, leading the way is Basil Harfach, the captain for the Tampa Bay Titans, with 15 points.
Say that 3 times fast, listeners. Promise you, it's not easy.
And Pedro Pimpon has 10 points on the day. So those are the leading stat getters for the Tampa Bay Titans. It was a tremendous first half. But kind of piggyback on what you said a little bit a while ago, Les, what do you want to see different? I don't want to see anything different, because what we saw out of the Firebirds, moving the ball efficiently. I know I've said this over. Moving the ball efficiently. They're passing the ball much better. They're talking much better. And the defense itself, and take away the last 2 minutes of the ball game, the last 2 minutes of that first half, this was all Raleigh Firebirds game. Now, going into the second half, the Raleigh Firebirds have to get back to that aggressiveness. We saw a couple of what we like to call the bonehead plays by a few of the Raleigh Firebirds, and not to call anybody out, but trying to pass it from the broadcast booth all the way to the left-hand side. You can't do that. So I'm telling you, you got to make smarter decisions, because once you make those smarter decisions, it's going to be a little bit easier for you, for the Raleigh Firebirds to maintain this lead, 63-58. But this was a 11-point game for the Raleigh Firebirds at one point in the second quarter.
And you know, Trey, while we're looking at the stats and the points, and you got the big point men like Collins at 12 and 12 between Leonard and 15 points for McAllister. You know, I'm also looking at, and don't count out McLean at 10. I'm looking also at field goals. Who's doing good at the field goal line? 3 for 7 for Collins, 4 for 5 for McLean. Darius Leonard, 4 for 6. McAllister, 5 for 7. And then you look also for the Titans. 3 for 6 for Lewis, 5 for 13 for Bones, 5 for 8 for Adube. 3 for 6 for Edwards. Got to improve for the free throws, especially the Titans, for sure.
So what you're reading off is the field goal percentage. So they went 3 for 6. The free throws itself, Bones is 5 for 5.
Oh, your field goal percentages need improvement too, but the Firebirds are up by that. Yes, you're exactly right.
Yeah. And so I'm actually pretty happy with what I see at the free. I mean, they're shooting 75% from the free throw line right now.
Yeah, I was actually going to say 4 for 4 for Kenny Collins, 2 for 3 for McLean, 4 for 7 for McAllister, 2 for 2 for Vaughn, 5 for 5 for Bone, 3 for 4 for Harvach, and 1 for 2 for Walker. And some of those players are doing really, really good. We're set for the second half. 12 minutes go up on the scoreboard. 63-58 the score. This has been the Symmetry Financial Report halftime show. And now we get ready for the second half of play. Trace Knott on the call on CRN.
And we're waiting for the Tampa Bay Titans are ready to go, but we don't see the Raleigh Firebirds here at all.
Firebirds, hello.
Yeah, we're waiting for them to come out on the half. I don't think anybody has informed them to come out of the locker room.
Well, let's take a radio timeout and thank Symmetry Financial Report. Hopefully the Firebirds will be back to play.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
The following is a presentation of the CRN Sports Network, solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission without the express written consent of the Raleigh Firebirds and CRN Sports Network and the Basketball League is restricted and prohibited. Follow us online at crnsports.org. So the Firebirds have now made their way out of the locker room. 12 minutes go back on the scoreboard. And Trace Knight, we are set now for the third period, second half action on CRN.
And the Tampa Bay Titans are going to get the ball at the beginning of the third quarter, the second half. Harfall has the basketball on the left-hand side, goes up against Milligan. Inside pass over to number 24 in Celestin, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will be the Raleigh Firebirds basketball. Well, 11:46, beginning of the third quarter, still remains 63-58 is your score. Milligan goes up and lowers his shoulder, gives it over to Shaq Dance. He's double-teamed on the left-hand side, back over to Milligan on the top of the key, over to Darius Leonard for the three. In and out. Controlled by number 10 in Adu. That's going to be his fifth rebound of the basketball game. 11:27.